Hello crafters and welcome back to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. My name is Deepa from DeeZinesByD and I have this fun mice with flowers card to share with you guys using some Lawn Fawn products that came out recently. Now the Lawn Fawn products I'm using are like a smaller version, but they give you so much bang for their buck. So I'm using the Big Blossom Flowers die set, which gives you the gorgeous daisies, and then I've got the Mice Flowers stamp coordinating die and stencil set. Now the set is small, it's about 3 inches by 4 inches, but like I said, you get so much for it. You can see how the card ends up looking, and even all the card inspo out there with this set is really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the two mice with the flowers, and then I've got a couple bees which come in the set as well, keeping in mind there are also sentiments, and from the sentiments there's just that friends sentiment that can be cut out with a coordinating die. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this out using some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I'm not doing Copic coloring. Well, I did a little bit of it very carefully, but if you are doing Copic coloring, you're going to want to use a Copic safe ink, so use Memento Tuxedo Black or something like that. The ink that I use, the VersaFine Clair, will smudge with Copic coloring. So I'm doing ink blending, so I'm using the stencil, so it really doesn't matter the ink that I use. I'm using some inks here from Pink Fresh Studio. I've got Grassy Knoll, Olive, I've got some Rocky Slope, Metropolis, and Doe for the mice. And then for the flower, I'm using, as I mentioned, the olive and the grassy knoll for the leaves, and then peony for the actual pinks of the flowers. And then for the pot, I am using some summer shower. So all of these will be linked down in the description below. Now there are two stencils that come with this set. One stencil is going to color in basically everything for one mice and flower, and the other one is going to color in the other mouse and flower in order to get those images all inked up. And they're pretty simple, self-explanatory. It's really cute. There are little spaces in order to add pink to the ears and to color the belly a different color. So I think that this little set is super duper cool to use. So once I've got everything inked up, I'm just going to put that aside. But before I do, actually, I do want to color in those little bees. And I'm going to be using just 3 Copic markers for this. I'm using BV34, YR23, and RV34, and I am just going to add the yellow to the body. The pink is just like a little blush on the face, and then the purpley blue is on the wings, just a tiny little bit. And as I mentioned, I'm not doing heavy Copic coloring, so nothing's smudging, even though I did use the VersaFine Clair ink. But like I said, if you're going to do the coloring and you don't have the stencils, do use the right ink. So next I'm going to go ahead and grab those dies for the flowers, and I'm just going to cut them out of some white cardstock. I cut everything out twice, and now I'm just using the same inks that I used before so it matches my color scheme to add ink to all of these. Now you could just use colored cardstock based on what you're using, but I wanted to create a bit of a gradient in the color tones, so I chose to put everything in white. Now the actual daisy itself is going to be white, so I didn't have to add any ink to that. I'm just adding the olive and the grassy knoll to the leaves and the stems. There is a bud there where I'm adding the green to the bottom, and then I'm going to add the pink peony to the top of that bud to create like the bud maybe possibly opening. And then you have these little bells. I think they're actually supposed to be used with the flower, like as part of the stem between the flower and the stem, but I decided to use them as another set of flowers, so I just used peony on them. So for the background, I have just a simple circle die here. You could use any circle die, and I'm cutting this out from the center of this white piece of A2 size cardstock. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use a coordinating dies to cut out these mice and flowers, and then the 2 little bees as well. So keep in mind, in the stamp set, there are these little motion stamps that kind of show the path of the bee that you can use as well. I'm going to be using one on this, but I'll do it in the M. So these are how they look once they're all cut out. Next, I'm going to do something fun with our frame card front here. I want to put the sentiment on there, but I want to curve it around the circle that we die cut. So I put that one mouse there with the flower to show that that is the mouse picking that flower. And then I've got the sentiment here, if friends were flowers, and I'm going to stamp that out carefully, just kind of eyeballing it and shaping it around that shape of the circle. And then I'm stamping it out with the VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink there. You'll see if I put that mouse back there, it looks perfect. Now I've got the other part of the sentiment, which is I'd pick you, and I'm going to put that on the other side of the mouse with the flower. And again, I am just pretty much eyeballing it. I'll put the stamp on, and then I just keep curving it to fit the shape of the circle. So this is like kind of trial and error here. So you keep shaping it until you got it the right way. The stamp positioner works wonders to help do this because the stamp sticks to the plate so that so you can form it in the shape that you want. And then once that's done, I did cut an eighth of an inch off each of the four sides of that frame. And I'm adding a pink piece of cardstock to the card base here. So the card base is A2 size portrait style side folding. I'm going to go ahead and add that like light pink, which kind of matches the peony that we used on the flowers. And I'm going to add the frame with some foam adhesive here just to give it just a little bit of lift. These foam squares are available in the ScrapbookPal store. I'll link them down below. They are the ones that are a little, like have a little less depth to them. There are two versions of this. There's a variety pack, which gives you like more depth to it. And this one's just a little bit thinner. So I've gone ahead and I've used that. And then I'm also adding some foam adhesive to that mouse with the flower. Now I'm going to attach this guy right here. And then next all I have to do is kind of place all of my daisies and my flowers coming out of that opening and overhanging off the edge of that circle onto the front of the card, which I think is a fun look. It kind of shows the daisies kind of growing from inside of the card, and then that little mouse has just picked the one that he wants, just like the sentiment says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you, right? So I thought that was a really fun concept to this card. Has a little bit of a story there. It's not just a simple, here's what it is. But it goes with the sentiment, which I thought was fun. So I'm just adding the stems. I'm kind of having them flowing outwards onto the white from the pink. And I'm attaching the centers of the flowers, and then I'm adding some of the leaves. Now you'll notice I do this a bit off screen, so I do cut the edge of the leaf a bit so that it kind of flows into the stem, and I'm not kind of overlapping things so it looks weird. It looks like everything kind of flows and goes together. Same thing with this stem. I'll cut it down and I'm going to attach it near the top. Now it has that little bulb at the top there, and I want to put this bulb on it. I'm thinking here is where that bell-shaped flower that I colored in pink would be used, but I'm not going to use it. I just cut off the little bulb off of the stem, and then I'm going to add this bud here to show that that's one of them growing. And then I'll add the last, I think 3 flowers is good. I'm going to add the last flower here, coming out more in towards the center of that circle. And I'll just add it in the same manner that I added everything else. So as you can see, I did use the foam squares on that white piece, just on like the top and the bottom. So around the circle, there's space. This was done intentionally so that I can slip those stems underneath. So if you do kind of stick everything down around the circle, like you put adhesive right around that circle, you're not going to be able to slip things in, which is okay. You'll just have to cut things down a little more. So I've gone ahead and I added those 3 flowers. I'm adding those little bell flowers, which again, I thought was it should have been part of the stem, but I'm using them as flowers. That's okay. You can always refashion your stamps and your products into what you want it to be. And then I'm going to add a couple of these flowers just beside the I'd pick you sentiment because I thought it was a little empty, but it works out perfectly. It wasn't intentional. This was just part of the creative process. I added those 2 flowers here, and then I'll have my little bee coming in near those flowers as if it were to pollinate them. So I've stuck on one of those movement images from the stamp set. I'm stamping it with the peony ink, kind of buzzing around the top there, and then I'll add one of the little bees that we cut out at the top here. So I only really used one of the mouse and the flower images and the bees. You could use the other ones for another card. Now I've got some Harvest Hues embellishments here from Honeybee Stamps. I'm just going to add some of these here in the background just to give it some glitz and glam. And that's my final card for you today. So I hope that this card design, the composition, and the idea with the sentiment going around the circle is something you might want to try yourself. Everything I've used is linked down in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!